The nice thing is it never became a job. It never felt like being a busboy or being a waiter or like, you know, even being in the military. The military felt like a job. It always felt like a lifestyle, and it felt like a challenging but exciting lifestyle because you still had to do your cover job during the day, and you could only do your operational work after your cover job ended. So weekends, lunch hours, whatever it might be. So it never felt like a job, but you very quickly become disenchanted with what you're actually doing. And that's really ultimately what led me to leave in 2014 is I woke up around maybe 2011. I woke up to the fact that all the same skills that they had taught us to manipulate these, you know, cognitively flawed people overseas. Because remember, I said somebody who's achieved a great deal but never been noticed is the perfect person to steal secrets from, right? Well, guess who the fuck CIA recruits? People who have achieved a great deal but have never been noticed. So you start to realize that CIA's form of management, CIA's form of supervisory training, CIA's culture of developing people internally is the same as their culture for manipulating spies. They're just manipulating their own internal staff because it's the only thing we've been trained to do. And we're all gifted at lying, deceiving, manipulating, and conniving our way to the top. That's what we're good at because it was what we were found, like foundationally, it's how we were wired. So it's not CIA's fault that their operators essentially end up backstabbing each other until they get to the top or until they leave. But that is a reality that they have to deal with. And I woke up to that reality in about 2011. And then my wife and I were married at the time, and I kind of introduced her to the idea. I was like, hey, do you think that maybe we're being manipulated in our careers too? And she was like, no, that's not what's happening. Like, we're quiet, silent sentinels. We're here to like protect the American people and enforce democracy worldwide. And then once that seed was planted, then she started seeing it too. And by the time 2013 rolled around and we had our first child, it was very clear to both of us, like, holy shit, if we choose to stay in this career, we can see what our future will look like. Because all you have to do is look at what an officer looks like at 10 years, 12 years, 15 years, 20 years. Like, you know, this is the stage where they become alcoholics. This is the stage where their marriage falls apart. This is their stage where they have a girlfriend that's 10 years younger than them. This is the stage where they alienate their children. Yep. You can watch it play out in front of you with the other generations of officers. So we decided, hey, what would it be like if we left? Because nobody left. In 2014, attrition at CIA was less than 1%. Nobody left. And if they did leave, it was because they retired and came back in as a contractor the next day. So we kind of took a chance and we were like, hey, we could try to build a completely different life if we chose to put our relationship and our family first instead of putting CIA first.